Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lindsay Baker, and I'm extremely excited to be here to talk to you guys today. I want to start by asking you guys a couple questions. My first question is this: what exactly constitutes a good team member or a good coworker? So these are things maybe like friendliness, adaptability, reliability, work ethic, positive, attitudes, right? Now, what exactly are we leaving out here? Well, what if I told you that according to Atlanta Challenge Team Building, only 20% of your job-related skill makes you a good team member? That huge 80% chunk really belongs to these positive behaviors we just mentioned, guys. So, last question, how do we begin to develop these positive behaviors in our team members in order to improve teamwork skills? Well, that's exactly what I'm here to do today, folks. I plan on telling you how to create more employee satisfaction, higher retention rates, and better productivity, all by employing creative team building strategies. Now, through these creative team building strategies, such as hosting workshops and seminars, introducing wellness programs with incentives, and appropriate acknowledgement and reward sessions, employers can really learn to survive and thrive in this ever-changing corporate landscape. Now, as a public relations and organizational communication major, I've been extremely interested in corporate development, which means that I've done a good bit of research on it, and I'm super proud, I'm kidding, to be here to share that information with you today. So along with corporate development, there are strong ties to team building. Now, so once again, we're going to talk about workshops and seminars, benefits of wellness programs, and acknowledgement and reward sessions for your employees. Number one, by hosting these corporate team building events and workshops, corporations are going to wind up bringing much more satisfaction to their work teams. They're going to increase their retention rates and their profitability. Now, Brooke Capps, who is a writer for Advertising Age, she brings up a valid point about this, and she says that our society has really shifted from a working to live society to a living to work society. Now, this means that we are spending a lot more time in the workplace with our coworkers than we are at home, guys. Now, if we don't really know our coworkers, how exactly are we going to work well together? So, since teams are really becoming the primary building blocks of our future, team building seminars and workshops really can help employees get to know each other better, and they can appreciate each other's strengths in non-work related situations. So a writer for Time International magazine, Loosecomb, states that one person's taboo is another person's business opportunity. This is in regards to the company called Pump It Up. And what they are a company that sponsors corporate team building events that incorporate the use of inflatable playgrounds and jousting rings to really help bring corporations' employees closer together. That's pretty creative, guys. Peter Hartley, the author of Getting Groups to Work, Teams and Organizations, says that having these away days, as he calls them, where employees are really taken out of their normal working environments, it really helps to produce more enthusiasm between the employees, and it breaks down social barriers that are found within the confines of the working environment. And it kind of really and truly helps promote teamwork, which is the general idea here. And it's also going to really energize your employees. So, as you can see, we just named one creative way to do workshops and seminars with your employees, but the rewards are endless with that. That brings me to my next point about this, and that's that in addition to hosting these workshops and seminars, corporations should really embrace the fact that a happy and a well worker equals a happy and a productive worker. And they should do that by having wellness programs in place with incentives. The Electronic Ardell Wellness Report states that the health of employees is directly related to better retention rates, job satisfaction, performance, and how well employees work together. Bottom line there. Incentives are also an extremely important part to this. By offering incentives with these wellness programs, employees become more engaged with each other, and they're also taking a sense of ownership for their own health, which ultimately contributes to the corporation's bottom line. If an employee is well, they're at work. right? They're being more productive. Ardell also says that wellness commitment profiles within corporations really help and build and maintain effective teams and increase productivity by 20%. Another notable point here is that in the article Playtime Events, perks go a long way in team building. Brooke Capps states that out of a survey conducted of more than 12 corporations, 30 of them offered on-site health options. Now, when I say this, I mean chair massages, we're talking gyms, yoga sessions, etc. That's pretty creative, right? And that brings me to my next point. Increasing worker productivity and teamwork skills by incorporating those wellness programs is only the second way to build morale between your employees. So what's the third? Acknowledgement. Now, in the article International Communications and Participatory Management, an Experiment in Team Building, William McCune states that the most important part of team building and productivity lies within paying attention to employees, such as acknowledgement and reward practices. Now, in this article, research showed that recognition programs were pivotal in getting teams to function better together. Now, interestingly enough, Edmondson and Nimhard, writers of product development and learning and project teams, they suggest that rewarding the team as a whole, as opposed to individually, will foster better productivity and teamwork positivity, guys. Now, they also claim that failing to find a balance between tasks and rewards leads to failure of teams more often than not. So with that being said, employers should really commit to a designated weekly or annual meeting in order to acknowledge their team's successes and any other positive aspects to increase morale. Now, in conclusion, bridging that gap between job-related skills and team-building attitudes should be moderately easy now that we've touched bases on really how to begin fostering those changes that we need to see in the workplaces through the various skill-building teamwork methods, such as taking the work team out of their environment of the office, incorporating health and wellness programs, and including appropriate acknowledgement and reward systems. We can really wind up with higher employee satisfaction, better retention, and increased productivity. It's all going to be right around the corner, folks. I want to leave you all with two things today. The first one, Time Magazine's Luscombe claims that in 2007 alone, corporations worldwide spent a staggering $34 billion on corporate training consultants. Now, does it not seem a little bit more feasible to pay $2,000 for an inflatable jousting ring session instead? Lastly, Henry Ford stated that coming together is a beginning, keeping together is a progress, and working together is success. Thank you so much.